Welcome into another episode of Farming Simulator 25 with me, the midlife Simster. Thanks for coming back and joining me at our Hutan Pantai map. As you can see, some machinery in the background. Still in April, there's not much left to do on the farm in terms of kind of any work. All of our crops are in. Everything is fertilized appropriately, I think. Everything's weeded. So there's not really masses to do down there. Plenty of water in our productions. We've obviously brought the produce over to the shop in the last one, so balance is sitting at a healthy 83.9. So that's nice. In terms of our finances, where are we? Still got that £20,000 loan as a bit of a buffer. Could pay that off, but quite happy just sort of letting that sit there for a while. So contracts we've taken on, I'm going to do them off camera because they're nothing particularly exciting or special. The first one is the fertilizing contract. I could have used my own equipment, but it just makes it easier. This over here and it's right there in front of the shop. So I'll need to buy the fertilizer. That's fine, and we'll get to keep whatever's left over anyway. So happy days, and that's going to be a pretty quick up and down. So happy days. Don't need to watch that. The only other one then, which I might kind of dip in and out, or if I want to get up there, start loading the logs up and then kind of have a quick chat with you guys and then fast cut the rest of it, is this one. And I've only taken on because I am one of those weirdos. I like the woodland kind of contracts. I like all the kind of chopping the trees down and processing all that stuff. Silver Run on FS25 was by far my favorite map. Really enjoyed that one. So this is a good one for me. 33 trees. The equipment we're using is really good as well. You've got the massive HGV truck with a crane and then trailer behind. So I don't know if I'll be able to do 33 trees in one go, but I'm certainly going to give it a real good try. We'll see what happens when we get up there. But yeah, £18,000 for that one. Although it is a long old way to go from the top of the map there by field 67 all the way down to the south of the map in the harbour, but there's not much else going on, so may as well just get on with it. So I'll start with the fertilising. I'll catch up with you shortly. And that is why we do fertilising contracts, because that was absolutely painless. Minutes of effort in real time. Whole contract done, dusted. Where are we? Straight into that one. Fertilising completed. Collect that. Thanks very much. £14,500 for that. Now, why was that? I'm sure it said, did we get a bonus or something? Interesting. Ah, I tell you why. Because we still had some... I forgot to take the fertilizer out of my excitement of finishing the contract, didn't I? Right. Okay. On to the woodlands. it's fair to say this might have been quite a poor choice. We'll soon find out, I suppose, but wood collected at least pretty painlessly. It's just sometimes hard to get the angles and the sort of distances, so then when that, you know, when the crane reset itself, then I thought it was going to have an absolute freak out and send the logs flying even though they were all strapped down. It kind of got a bit jittery and juddery, but luckily it was okay in the end, so all aboard. Now we've just got to very carefully try and find our way out of this forest. Now I could have taken the other turn in and headed back down to the highway a bit quicker, but this route seemed to be, even though obviously through the forest. Oh, what was that? What's that? Mobile phone mast. Cool. Do you have any collectibles on you, my friend? No? I mean, there's got to be one out here somewhere, hasn't there? In amongst all of this lot, but who knows where, so we'll just carry on. Hopefully we won't get snagged on any trees like we did on the way up. And that was the other reason of coming this way. I was just hoping that maybe it was just a bit more of a clear path, and so far, touch wood, no pun intended, does appear to be that way. Right, slow down. Don't need to be gunning it through yet. Downhill. Let's control our speed without hitting that tree. Coming into a nasty little series of bends here. Come on. Hopefully the rest of the truck is still behind me. Holy moly. Now then, if I come out of this view, just use my headlights. The one good thing about driving in these conditions, I suppose, is if there are any collectible orbs, we're very likely to see them. Wow. And look at that. I genuinely, that is absolute pure chance. Had no idea that was there. It just felt right. But you can't. There it is. Nice. An extra 10 grand. And the next question is where is this road taking us? We are going to come up there. Cool. Right, okay. I am so tempted to just spend all my money on one vehicle. I'm so tempted. It'd be so silly. We've got so much we could do and so much we need. And what I've got to try and remember, I suppose, is... Oh, sorry, what I should have done actually there was paid attention to the quickest way I need to go. In theory, I should actually go left. I just don't know if we can make this turn. Okay, we'll give it a go. Yeah, there's so many things we could spend our money on that'll give us more money, that'll pay themselves off. And then put us in a position to then go and buy more vehicles. Buying a vehicle doesn't really actually give me anything in terms of any way of making any more money. So the sensible thing would be short term another production, I guess. Could easily get the bakery now, obviously. We could get several of the productions going, to be honest with you, depending on how the year goes. Another couple of greenhouses. Get those sort of pumping out the fruit and veg. This is going to be a tricky turn as well down the bottom here, isn't it? So we're going to have to go all the way through the one-way system in this enormous truck. Take the left turn somewhere down here, past the market, and then back on ourselves down the other side on the main road. Come on then. Now for the record, this truck and crane setup for logging, I really like this. Really like it. However, these logs are perfect size and shape, length, etc, etc, etc. So I don't know if it's particularly realistic. Or should I have taken a different right? Because this is no right turn. We're going to have to take it though, because we're going to be driving around the one-way system of the town all night otherwise. So excuse me everyone, don't mind us. And also, like, because it's a double trailer setup like this with the hitch and the axle, it's pretty easy to drive around these sort of locations. So where are we going then? I don't really understand. There? Sell wood. Well, that gave us £24 for the excess wood. Cheers. Right, stick that in there. The jump motion on this game is mental, isn't it? It's absolutely ridiculous. Bosh! Another 20 quid. Thank you so much. Knock the engine off on that because it's annoying me. So £10,000. Thanks very much for the collectible. And £18,150 for the contract, giving us a total of £120,909. It's a good day. Oh, hello. Very easy now, midlife. Very up close and personal. Hello, chickens. How many eggs have you got for us? 58 pieces. You guys need to sort your lives out. Right. Oh, yes. Let us not forget, hey. Can't do anything. That's at 64%. And if that one's at 64, then I think it's probably gonna be fair to assume that all the others are. But we'll check one of the other two, just to be safe. Yeah, can't do anything with that. Still running at that. Still at at 64. So that's good. We'll just check our productions, make sure nothing's overflowing. I don't think it will be realistically, but never know. Absolutely nothing there from the greenhouse because we took it all earlier. And absolutely nothing there from the mushrooms. Happy days. Okay, I think what we'll have to do is this may have to be a bit of a sporadic night. We may have to kind of go to like 2 in the morning, check the fields, have another couple of hours, check the fields, so on and so forth, because we want to try and get the maximum yield out of these rice fields, that's for sure. Okay. 2 o'clock in the morning, May. I'm going to have a little look. Let's see that. Ah, nice. Okay, so they're in their first state. 100% fertilized, so there is no yield bonus by the looks of it. So if I interact with that. There, okay, so that needs to be flooded. I wonder if you've just gotta, like, get up at midnight or whatever and then come and do the field to stop you losing any harvest. I wonder if we'll just have a little bit of, like, loss. Okay. That's that. So that's, well, it's not unreasonable what main that we said, so let's go to 7. Let's see what happens. Should have a bit of daylight. Yes, we do. Go on, bud. Masses of honey. 185 litres of the stuff. Incredible. Okay, a couple of products back at the greenhouse. 1 box of mushrooms. No flour yet, though. How is the flour looking? Yeah, okay. Kimchi. Nice. Still all the rice obviously is missing. Ah, noodle soup. Missing flour. So how far off the flour away do we say? 909. Very close. Okay. So we'll need to drop off a flour to there sooner rather than later. Water level 66. So that does say yield bonus 65%. But where's it looking? Because field, it's like the edge, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. It's like the edge where nothing is planted, and then you step it into the field, and it just drops into Bryson 100%. Okay, good stuff. Thing is, what do we do now? There's not really masses for us to do, is there? I mean, we could again just look at contract options. Owen's a very easy one. Again, massive field. We like that field 2, don't we? Field 2, field 7, nice easy ones for us. Big shape. Nice and easy. So there's an easy 13 grand there for us if we wanted. We've just done loads of woodland transport, so I'm not doing that again. Anything in the sale for us? No, nothing in the sale as of yet. Okay. I mean, the reality is we need more flour. Because that's clearly what's struggling. Chickens are sorting their lives out a little bit there and give us a little bit more produce, but not much. Everything else is ticking over, really. There's not masses for us to do. If we have a look at this, plenty of water where the water's needed. Yeah, noodle soup. I know you're missing some flour. Was you missing eggs? That's eggs you're missing. Oh dear, right, okay. Let's go and get those eggs for you then, the sharpish. It was flour you were missing, sorry. And then I've just got to decide really what I'm going to do about that £120,000 just sat in the bank, burning a hole in the pocket. And it needs to be something that's going to help us with money. It's got to be a money maker. I definitely want the telehandler. I know I want the telehandler, and I'm happy to sell this tractor towards that as well. But in the first instance, it's got to be common sense. And it needs to be something that's going to help us make more money quickly. So You know, is there... They're going to drop in if I... Oops. Come on, get off. He says he wants a telehandler. He can't even operate a pair of forks on a tractor. Right, we'll leave that there, because very shortly this thing is going to give us a bag of flour that needs to go straight into that. That's fine. Whoop. Line run across the road. So the oats, nice yield bonus, 95% yield bonus, 100% fertilised. Nothing to do for those. Have a look. Nothing we can do about that. Yield bonus 97%. So I'm sure it was a Daggerwin maybe, or someone said, maybe it was Farmer Cop. Someone said that you obviously don't only have to plough and lime a certain amount of times, and then you get X amount of harvests. I think, is it 3 harvests after that? But for each year that you don't do that of those 3 harvests, I think you lose 5% of the yield bonus. So this is going to be a massive amount of wheat in here. If we've got a 97% yield bonus, there's going to be a lot of crop in here. And we definitely then need to obviously extend the field out. So I think... No, I'm looking at the sugar beets, just out of interest. Problem is with the ploughs, we're a bit limited in the machinery that we've got to use them, because that one makes a lot of sense. 4 meters. What did we take that up to? Sure that we took that up to 210. We maxed it out. I'm sure we did. So that one might be able to do the job. I mean, we need a more powerful tractor. The longer this game goes on, the more fields you have, the more stuff you want to do, the bigger the machinery you're going to end up using, the bigger the tractor you're going to need. So there's lots we still need to own and purchase. It's just, what do we do with it? We've got to get rid of this because it's pointless. It's doing nothing. So, you know, there's certainly something we could be putting in by there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give this some thought. So what are we? 7:30 in the morning on May. I'll have a little thought and do a bit of looking around. I'll come back to you. Okay, so decision has been made. I don't know whether I like it or not, but I'm gonna run with it and see how it goes. I can't justify spending £150,000 on a telehandler. I can't justify many of the other productions because we just haven't got the items to put into those productions. So the one production which I don't want to do, we've gone and done. We've changed the yard up. So I've gotten rid of the shed that contained our rice harvester and planter, shifted that out, and we now have a sawmill, which I took the tractor over to the garage, repaired it, serviced it. It is only, I haven't maxed it out, so I must have gotten myself confused with one of my other playthroughs. So serviced it, so that's back in working order, but it's still only 160 horsepower. But more importantly, we've got the winch on the back. So my plan is, I like that tree over there. Kind of like that tree over there. But I'm hoping now, if I can find a suitable tree, I mean that is a great tree, but I'm not going to do it. We'd cut this white one down, that might give us a bit of... Do we own that one up there? This is all now just going to come down to where the cut off... Oh, and obviously I bought a chainsaw. Yes! Right, okay, let's see. Scotch pine. No, I want you to cut the other way. My bad. Get the most out of it that we can. Right, so we'll drop back down here. And then hopefully, depending on how far this thing will stretch. Let's see. We take the tractor as close as we possibly can to the wall here. Grab the winch line. Oops. Like so. Hook it up to our good friend Mr. Tree here somehow, hopefully. Ah, because I can't jump. Oh, come on. There we go. And then we should, with any luck, I'll just pull forward. Come on, Mr. Tree. Are you thinking about it? Let's see if we can't pull this tree in. Oh, tractor's moving. Come on. Come on, Mr. Tree. Oh gosh. It's not going to go very well, is it? Right, let's see. Hopefully, if we can just drag it into that little zone. Oh, don't go that way. No, this isn't going well. The first one I did the test with, it worked instantly, but it's just all about these angles, isn't it? Patch that then. Wonder if what do you think about this? We can try and well, the reason I do obviously cut the tree up is because the longer the piece of wood that goes into the tree, the better it is for the production, as I remember it being in FS25. Let's see if we can pull that back a little bit. Is it properly stuck? Ah, she's properly stuck. Okay. So we'll have to. I'm just going to have to sacrifice a cut here. Like that. You'll have to excuse me, I know I've had my issues with audio. However, I've got to talk a little bit quiet because it's quite late at night. Everyone else is in the family's in bed. And I'm trying to record this quite late without waking up. Yes! There we go. He's in. 2,186. And had, I think, it was about 800 in there, so nice. Can hold 14,000. So I'm going to do a little bit of lumberjacking off camera. I'll see you shortly. Okay, so still in June. It's 8:30 in the morning. We got our first set of planks there, good to go. In terms of how much is left in here, there's still 10,000 or best part of 11,000 litres of wood left in there, so that's fine for now. We might do a little bit more work on that off camera, but otherwise it's all good, ticking over. If we have a look at the other productions, just quickly make sure everything else is still running. So you've just about got, what have you, 4,499 litres of wheat. So you should be fine for a little bit. You've got plenty of water. You have plenty of water. You've got plenty of water. In terms of you have some eggs, 105 eggs, 1,400 litres of flour, loads of Napa cabbage. I'll tell you what we're going to do then. We're going to take off the Napa cabbage here and put it to store in. We'll start selling that because that, I think, sells for quite a decent price. We'll check that in a second. Other than that, I think everything else is okay. Just have to check if there's any other eggs. And yeah, so there we are. So there's productions are all good. Oh, that's what I was just about to literally said it and I didn't do it. Dear Lord. So where are we? Napa cabbage, 960, 1161. It's not brilliant, is it? But it's better than a kick in the teeth, I suppose. I'm sure I saw someone saying, yeah, lettuce. Look at that. 3,330. Maybe we need to get some more productions on the go, yeah. Go on then. Let's get some lettuce going. Make some money. I'm still not overly comfortable with the whole lumber processing thing to make money, but at the end of the day, it's just a game. We've got to make money. I want to buy some nice things. We're going to be here till the end of time at this rate, so we still haven't done a full calendar year in the game yet, and I'm on episode 8, so I've got to buck my ideas up and get on with it. I think I do too much just recording and talking. I enjoy it. So if you look at, like, especially the Daggerwin series, he just flies through the years and skips months of the contract. So, and in fairness, what do you guys need to see? Do you know what I mean? It's not like you haven't seen it all before. So there's no eggs to hand on because our chickens are not particularly active. Loads of the rice saplings. You're still good. Yeah, you're still flooded, and the other two will be as well because they came afterwards. So, I mean, realistically, I think we just need to jump on to the next month, don't we? Because there's nothing to harvest. We don't own any of the crops that are harvestable or plantable. So there's nothing for us to do in that sense. Longer term, I'd like a grass field, but that's going to be something we'll have to look at. Next month is where it could get interesting, because obviously July we can start harvesting oat and wheat, which we've got a lot of. So that's at least something that'll hopefully come through in next month. And then the rice then will be, what's that, July and no, just August, is it? Yeah, rice and long grain rice in August and September. And then, I mean, yeah, I mean, August and September are busy months because we're going to be drilling and everything. So we just got to work out whether we're going to do the same. I'd be quite interested going, seeing how much money we've got, maybe looking at a direct drill. So we can cut the middleman out a bit, maybe. I don't know. I definitely want to mix up the crops a little as well. It all depends if we're going to get animals, but, and as well, we need to keep a little eye on the sales in case we can see a baler. And if we can get a baler, then that'll change the direction. I do really want this tractor. I play with this tractor in one of my other playthroughs, the offlines. I really like it. We could go up to 200 horsepower on this. We could keep the standard wheels, get rid of the extra weight on the front for the 3-point. So that's an extra 5,000 there. And we could go with a front load attacher on it as well. Looking at 117,000. I was tempted to do it off camera, but because we could sell this for 50,000. That gives us the money easy then, 125, but only leaves us that spare 10. And as I said earlier on, at the moment we need to make money. We need to make money fast. So I think we're just going to skip the month. There's just nothing else really to do. I'll very quickly off camera move these out of the way so that with there's plenty of space. But other than that, I'll see you in July. Morning, bird. So the day is finally here. Here we are in July. I got up in the middle of the night just to make sure the paddy fields are okay. They're fine. We have a full field of oat ready to harvest. Good to go. Thing of beauty. Took the produce basically out of this greenhouse, took it all down to the shop, dropped that off, so we had another 18,000 for that. We've got a couple of productions of wood done, so we'll just chuck them out of the way for now. We'll drop them off when we've got a bit more time on our hands. Rice is growing nicely. There are some interesting things. This I toyed with at 12:30 on the game clock. However, it's only 4 meters rather than we've got 4.6, so it doesn't massively help us out. It is really tempting, but I don't know. By the time when you add the fertilizer option, you add in £10,000 onto it, so it's 42. To buy brand new would only be like 62, so I kind of think if I was going to do it, I'd do that instead. Even that though is tempting. Massive John Deere harvester, just to kind of up our capabilities, but again, it's not the money we need to spend, is it? So I'm not going to be doing those, but we are going to need to go and harvest this oat field, and we are definitely going to need to harvest this, and I can't wait to see the yield that we get out of this. And then we can start basically extending these fields out and doing a lot of the work around that. So I think that's kind of the standard plan, really. I'm not going to do anything with these. I'm just going to keep shifting them out of the way, and kind of we'll get rid of them as and when we can and we need to, and we maybe need a couple of quid or anything. Need to drop those eggs off back over here before we get started, and I think we'll save everything till the next episode. So look, if you have enjoyed the episode, then please do give me a like and a subscribe so I can see what's working for you guys as the viewers. If you've got any thoughts, please feel to leave them in the comments. I will respond to you, and until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we'll speak again soon. Take care.